What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA playoffs, Friday, May 3rd. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, who do we have at the point guard position? I'm going to give you a value play here. I like Malik Beasley from the Denver Nuggets playing the Portland Trailblazers, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing point guards. Malik Beasley has scored 23, 20, and 13 fantasy points in the last 3 games of the playoffs, averaging 18.5 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 23 minutes per game with a 19% usage rate. Malik Beasley is $3,800 DraftKings salary. He's $600 more on FanDuel, projected at 19.9 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.2 times value. There's an implied total of 215.5 points in this game. Malik Beasley has played 20 to 27 minutes in the last 3 games. He scored over 20 in the last 2. He's been hot out there, so I like the low price, especially on DraftKings. So I like Malik Beasley here versus the Portland Trailblazers. So our DFS tools for MLB baseball are now live and working. You can click on the MLB tab to change sports and check the tools out for baseball. They're really helpful. They're going to save you guys a ton of research time. Remember, we added projected ownership, and that will be updating throughout the day as injury news changes. We also added the fantasy points per minute stat here for each player, and we also added a stat that's new to the industry. We call it the hit percentage, and it's the percent chance this player has to hit value at his current DFS salary. And you can access all these new stats even on mobile devices by tapping the dash rank icon. And we've also added custom exposures, so you can go through each player and set the max exposure you want in your lineups. And we've added a late swap optimizer, which allows you to download your lineups from DraftKings or FanDuel, re-optimize them using your custom exposure settings, and then you can upload them back to your DFS site, and you can edit as many entries as you want in seconds. This allows you to clean up when there's late breaking news, like a player announced in the starting lineup, late injury news. This is what the pros are using to take advantage of you. So get in here and try it. It's going to make you a lot of money if you use it right. Okay, who do we have at the shooting guard position? I like CJ McCollum from the Portland Trailblazers playing the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets have a great defense, but CJ McCollum has scored 37, 28, and 27 fantasy points in the last 3 games of the playoffs, averaging 33.3 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 34 minutes per game with a 26% usage rate. CJ McCollum played 37 and 41 minutes in the last 2 games. Those are monster minutes. And now Mo Harkless is questionable, which just means more minutes in usage for the stars on this team. CJ McCollum is $6,600 DraftKings salary. He's $800 more on FanDuel, projected at 37.4 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.7 times value. Now, I don't know if CJ is going to get another 37 here tonight. That projection is a little bit high to me, but I haven't been playing CJ McCollum, and he's been looking pretty good. So I think tonight is the night before his price goes up. This is a home game, a fast-paced game, and I think he's going to get monster minutes here once again. So I like CJ McCollum here versus the Denver Nuggets. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the position optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new player trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, who do we have at the small forward position? I like Marcus Morris from the Boston Celtics playing the Milwaukee Bucks, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall and they give up the 11th most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Marcus Morris has scored 31, 26, and 29 fantasy points in the last 3 games of the playoffs, averaging 26 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 28 minutes per game with a 21% usage rate. Marcus Morris is $4,600 DraftKings salary. He's $1,300 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 25.2 fantasy points here tonight, that's 5.5 times value. There's an implied total of 220 points in this game. This is a home game, a fast-paced game, and a great matchup for the playoffs. So I like Marcus Morris, but mostly only on DraftKings at $4,600. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, who do we have at the power forward position? I like Nikolai Mirotic from the Milwaukee Bucks playing the Boston Celtics. So the Celtics have a great defense, but Nikolai Mirotic has scored 32, 20, and 18 fantasy points in his last 3 games of the playoffs, averaging 30.1 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 27 minutes per game with a 22% usage rate. Mirotic was coming back from injury. He played 19, 20, and 24 minutes last game. Nikolai Mirotic is still only $3,900 DraftKings salary. He's $500 more on FanDuel, projected at 21 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.1 times value. There's an implied total of 220 points in this game. I think Mirotic gets closer to 25 minutes again tonight, and he should be able to crush value. So I love Nikolai Mirotic here versus the Boston Celtics. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Enes Kanter from the Portland Trailblazers playing the Denver Nuggets. Enes Kanter has scored 35, 34, and 39 fantasy points in the last 3 games of the playoffs, averaging 30.2 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 24 minutes per game with a 23% usage rate. Enes Kanter has played 31 to 33 minutes in the last 3 games, so the minutes are there. The shoulder's no longer a concern. Enes Kanter is $6,300 DraftKings salary. He's $1,100 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 39.7 fantasy points here tonight, that's 6.3 times value. There's an implied total of 215.5 points in this game. This is a home game, a fast-paced game, in a game Kanter's going to get plenty of run. So I like Enes Kanter here versus the Denver Nuggets. So with these picks, you guys should be able to get any stud you want into your lineups. Joker, Dame, Kyrie. You can fit a couple of studs into your lineups. There's a lot of good value plays out there today. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.